A very good morning to all my students. I am Dibyajiti Datta, your new physics teacher. I hope everyone is safe and healthy in this pandemic. So from today, we are going to start your online classes. But before I start, I request all my students to pay full attention during the online classes. And I will give my 100% to make you understand through this online mode of class. And I expect the same effort from you. So students, let's start our physics class with chapter number 10, that is light, reflection and refraction. So first of all, in today's class we are going to learn about the reflection of light, the basic concept which you need to recall. Okay, so what is light? Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation which, when reflected back from objects, makes them visible to the eye. So students, light is a form of electromagnetic radiation which after reflection makes the things visible to our eye. Okay, so what is reflection of light? A phenomenon where the rays of light strike a boundary separating one transparent medium from another, and a part of it returns back or bounces back into the original medium is known as reflection of light. So basically, what is reflection of light? Reflection of light means when a ray of light strikes any object or any transparent medium, what happens? A part of light passes that object, or a part of it returns back to its original position or original medium. This phenomenon is known as reflection of light. We can see reflection of light in our daily day-to-day life, is not it? We can see the reflection of light taking place in our looking glass and also from the glasses of our windows or glasses of shopping malls, and many other examples are there. Okay, so there are two most important laws of reflection of light. So number one is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and number two is the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal to the point of incidence all lie on the same plane. So these two law is most important law in this chapter, and these questions are always asked in your CBSE 10th exams. Okay, so I have shown one diagram. You can see one plane mirror is there where a light is incident, angle A, ray A is known as incident ray and ray B is known as reflected ray, and the dotted line which is in between the incident ray and reflected ray, that is known as normal. So the angle which is formed between the normal and incident ray is known as angle of incidence, and the angle which is formed between the normal and the reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. So according to the law, this angle of incidence and angle of reflection are always equal. Angle of incidence is denoted with symbol I and angle of reflection is denoted with symbol R. So students, remember this law of reflection. Okay, it's very important. So the next topic from a syllabus is spherical mirror. So what is a spherical mirror? A mirror whose reflecting surface forms a part of a hollow sphere of a glass is known as spherical mirror. So spherical mirrors are generally curved mirror. The mirror which we use to look our face, okay, that is known as plane mirror. Spherical mirrors applications are very huge, which you are going to know in your upcoming classes. Okay, so remember, spherical mirrors are not plane, but it's a curved mirror. Basically, there are two types of spherical mirror. Number one is concave mirror and number two is convex mirror. So what is concave mirror? A spherical mirror in which reflection of light takes place at the inner hollow surface and where its outer bulged surface is silvered. And what is convex mirror? A spherical mirror in which reflection of light takes place in the outer bulged surface and where its inner hollow surface is silvered. So if you see the diagram which I have shown, you can see the concave mirror and convex mirror difference. In concave mirror, the reflection takes place at the inner hollow surface where the outer bulb surface is silvered. Okay, if it is not silvered, then reflection will not take place. And if you see the convex mirror, you can see that the reflection of light takes place in the outer bulb surface and where the inner hollow surface is silvered. So students, remember the difference between concave and convex mirror. Again I am repeating, in concave mirror, reflection of light takes place at the inner hollow surface, and in convex mirror, the reflection of light takes place in the outer bulb surface. So students, I hope you have understood whatever I have explained it in today's class. Note down all the definitions in your class copy with neat and clean handwriting, and yes, don't forget to mention the date. Okay, so I wound up my class today. Thank you.